All right, so today's core yoga, we've only got one exercise on our back, so most of them will be, sort of using yoga poses that are standing and on our hands and our feet. So hopefully you'll like that. All right, in your balasana, take a moment. You can stretch out your arms overhead, relax your forehead to the floor. Take a moment to just ease into the earth and find softness. So important to find softness. Find your breath before you move into anything. Deepen your breath here. And see if you can find that ujjayi breathing at the back of your throat, slight constriction. In and out. Let's all take a collective inhalation together. So breathing in, let's count to the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your breath out, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in again and breathe out naturally. Slowly roll your spine up into a sort of kneeling position. Roll your shoulders back behind you a couple times. And feel how the spine is feeling today, how the belly, ribs feel. And then place your hands over your heart. Let's set the intention today to recommit to our personal goals. Every single day is a new start, a new opportunity. So let's set that intention to always be willing to restart, recommit, or just continue whatever it is you're doing every step of the way. Make that intention yours, whether that's movement in your life or finding your health, surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, whatever it is that makes your goals come to life. Make that your intention. And then slowly place your hands in the front. Finding your tabletop, let's take a couple cat-cows. Bring movements immediately into your whole body. So feel free to take some sort of side to side bends. Immediately just open up through any part of the body that feels maybe stiff or feels, just feels good in the body. You can move your head as well. Maybe take it into circles. Keep tapping into your breath. Beautiful. Just a few more moments of this. Feel free to maybe stay somewhere. And then let's all meet in a neutral tabletop. So there's no arching, no rounding going on. Now from here, let's take these little shoulder glides. So first, drop your chest down so that your shoulder blades behind you kind of touch. Yeah, like you're really lazy, hanging into the joints. Now push through your hands and separate your shoulder blades. Just a couple times like that, dropping, lifting, just getting into the mobility a little bit. And then maybe you can take some circles going back and forwards or going to one shoulder and to the other. Might feel a bit strange as you get used to what this even is. Just exploring the shoulders here. Maybe one goes forwards and the other. Wonderful. And then come and find your strong shoulders. Breathe into broad collarbones and a broad back. As you exhale, tuck your toes under and lift your knees off just an inch. Exhale and feel your ribs knit together. Inhale, feel your ribs expand. 2 more breaths, staying with your knees hovering. Exhale slowly. Feel your belly firm up. 1 more inhalation here. And exhale. Slowly lower your knees down. Stretch your right leg back behind you. Left arm overhead. Now let's pulse up for 5, 4, 3. Try to keep your belly still firm. 2 and 1. Exhale, round your spine. Tap and squeeze your knee high up. Place your left hand down. And can you cross your right leg over your left so that you've got crossed legs. Might take a little bit more core work to bring it over. Crossing your knees, send your hips back to where it feels comfortable. You don't have to go all the way. Separate your feet as wide as you need. Relax your head. Maybe you relax your skull completely down. Breathe into the hips. Come forwards again. Step your right foot to the top of the mat by your right thumb. Make sure your left foot is pointing straight back. And then send your hips straight back, finding our half Hanuman. So breathing into that tightness. Flex your right toes up towards your face. And now bend your right knee super deep so you can lower your hips to the floor. Stretch that left hip flexor and look forwards. Now let's rise up. Press down through your right heel. Reach both arms up. Take a heart opening. See, maybe you can reach this right arm behind you and grab a hold of your left hamstring or just your lower back. And then reach further. Trusting yourself, you've got a grip somewhere. One more inhalation here. And exhale, place your left hand down, right hand down. Send your right knee back and lower your hips all the way to the floor. Inhale, find your Cobra. Exhale, dip back down. Can you find 2 more Cobras? Inhale to lift up. And exhale, dipping down. Stretch your belly one more time. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, dipping. Send your hips all the way back. Find child's pose. And then find yourself in tabletop. Begin those movements through cat-cow, whatever it is you wanted to do here. And slowly make your way into your neutral tabletop. Inhale. This time without tucking your toes under. Can you lift your knees off just an inch? Staying here, protract through your shoulder blades. So spread those shoulder blades. Press through both hands. One more breath in. Exhale. At the bottom of your exhalation, lower your knees down. Let's stretch quickly into cow. And then exhale into cat. Come through neutral spine. Send your left leg back behind you. Right arm goes overhead. You can flex your left foot. Let's pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, round it out. Squeeze. Place your right hand down. Manipulate this left leg so that it comes and crosses over your right. Knees are stacked. Send your feet wide and begin to rock back. As far back as you feel comfortable. Maybe your belly or chest is resting on this left thigh. Let your head be heavy. Take a breath cycle. Slowly rock forwards. Bring your left foot to your left thumb. Turn your right toes back. And then immediately let your hips go back to straighten this left leg. Doesn't have to be completely straight. It can be bent. It's the morning. Don't try to force anything that's not yet ready. Use your breath to bring any comfort into any discomfort. And then bend through this left knee deeply. Let's shine the heart forward, stretch the front of the right hip. Climbing up, press down through the heel, reach both arms up. And then find this left arm reaching back. Maybe you find just below the glute or your lower back. And you can lean further through this right armpit. And even through your gaze, maybe you look up. Beautiful. Bring your left hand down. Step your left knee back. Lower to your belly. Inhale, lift up to Cobra. We're going to stay. Feel free to separate your legs a little bit further. Maybe even as wide as the mat. Roll your shoulder blades back behind you. Keep feeling your belly is reaching forwards. Maybe come to your fingertips. Keeping your pubic bone down, but stretching everything long. If it feels good, maybe you can look up Shoulders relaxed behind you. Exhale so slow, and you lower down. Super, super slow. Plant your hands, send your hips all the way up to downward facing dog. Just staying here briefly, take an inhalation. Exhale, bring your shoulders above your wrists. So you shift into a plank. Staying in our plank, let's heat up. Squeeze through your back body, your glutes. Shoulders are working, keeping everything lifted. And even your front body is working. You've got your abdominals, your quadriceps. Wonderful. Inhale here. Exhale, tap your right shoulder with your left hand. Try not to shift too much. And then switch. And then switch. Just giving our shoulders some taps. And just one more on each side. And then slowly lower down as a plank. Inhale, quick through a cobra. Exhale, use your belly to lift up. So see, maybe you can keep your feet untucked. Roll your toes over at that last moment. Just a little bit of play, a little bit of experimenting. Now stay in your down dog for 2 long breaths. Inhale, expand side ribs. See if you can lengthen the side body. Exhale, try and bring your ribs closer to your pelvis. Let's walk halfway up the mat. Feet are hips distance. Come to your fingertips and step your heels down. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, push through your fingertips. Bring your forehead towards your shins. Stretch here. Send your hips straight up to the sky, growing longer every time. And now look forwards. Now we're going to shift. So here, our feet are heavy, our fingertips are light. Now let's plant our hands down. Pour the weight into your hands. So lean into your hands. Let your hands be heavy and your feet be super light. Lift your heels up. There's hardly any weight in your feet. And see if you can lift your right foot off the floor. Plug the thigh into the hip bone. Step the right foot down. Lift your left foot off the floor. Plug that left thigh into your hip bone. Try it one more time on each side. And maybe see if you can keep lifting each foot as you walk closer to your hands. Maybe. Beautiful, that's enough. Step your feet down, walk all the way to the top of the mat, and take a passive fold. Completely passive. Let your head hang, your spine loose. And slowly you're gonna roll up into your Tadasana. Let's take my favorite Tadasana lifts. So inhale, reach your arms to the side and up. Let your heart expand to the sky. Send your hips forwards. Exhale, find your arms behind you to your lower back. Inhale, lift through your heart. Exhale, let your heart guide you front and down. Release your arms down. Inhale, sweep front and up. Exhale, circle your arms back. Inhale, lift your heart, hips go front. Exhale, heart guides you front and down. Release your arms one more time. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, circle. Inhale, open heart, hips front. Exhale, melt, front and down. And now come up whichever way you wish. And slowly find your hips. Soften through your knees. Let's send our left knee up to begin with. Balance on your right foot. Beautiful. If you'd like to try to extend the foot, you can go ahead. If you like to keep it bent, then just hold behind the thigh, underneath the thigh. Whichever way, find a grip of below the leg, keeping your balance. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can give yourself a little hug wherever it is you're holding. Inhale, keep your balance, release. And slowly, like a pendulum, lean forwards and left foot finds the floor behind you. Lower your left knee down, Once again, find your heart opening. Maybe find something on your hamstring or your back to hold on to. Bend your left elbow and hold your head so you have even more support here. Inhale. Exhale, left hand finds the floor. Twist to the right. Feel free to stay here. If you'd like to have a little bit more stretch, bend your left knee and find the foot. Pull the foot in towards the glute, and then push the foot into your hand. Open through your chest, your shoulder. One big breath wherever it is you are. Then slowly release. Bring both hands down and send your hips back. Find a comfy half Hanuman. That might mean pushing your right heel slightly more forwards. Stay in your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lift. And now as we exhale, try and lift your right foot off the floor. Maybe just an inch and lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift. And lower. One more. Inhale. Exhale and lift. Beautiful. And lower. Bend through your right knee. That's really tough. Give yourself a couple movements here. And then we're going to come up through a lunge. So lift your left knee up. Rise up. And come to the inside of your right knee. So step your left heel down. Open your legs here in this wide Tadasana goddess squat. Reach your fingers wide. And then hammock your head. Feel like you're bouncy, you're good, you're balanced. Breathing in here. Exhale, reach to one knee. Doesn't matter which. Reach far and long and deep. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach to the other knee. Strong and tall spine in that direction. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, straighten your legs. Turn your toes forwards. And instead of crossing your fingers, can you grab a hold of opposite elbows? Like this. Breathe in here. Exhale, draw a circle. Strength through your legs. And keep that straight spine. Forwards. To the other side. And up. Reverse your circle. Coming forwards. Staying balanced. To the other side. And up. Beautiful. Face the front of the mat again. Find your hips square off. This final aspect of the sequence is we're balancing and we're going to try to find a full warrior 3. So your core is really working here to keep your whole body kind of integrated. Lean forwards. Slowly lift your left leg off. Flex through the left leg as you start to push the ground away. Make sure you're this capital T. So maybe like a pendulum, start to lean forwards. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Wrap your right hip around and in towards the midline. Feel free to stay here. Breathing length through your spine, even through your neck. Or slowly reach your arms by your side. And imagine you're taking a crown off your head and offering it to someone in front of you. Or 3, 2, and 1. Soften your right knee, step your left foot to the front, fold. Pedal out through your feet. In this fold, just have a feeling of that right leg versus the left. Then slowly roll up. Roll your shoulder blades back, find your hips, soft knees. Lift your right knee up. Give your right ankle some circles. Now find behind the thigh or straighten the leg. You can even try to find the toes. Inhale, length. Exhale, lean front, give yourself a little hug. Slowly release. Slowly step back. Take your time with all these movements. Slowly stepping back, right knee goes down, rise up. Find your grip with this left arm behind you. Hammock your head. Lean further back. Imagine that the bottom where you've got your leggings It's reaching far away from where you've got your neck, your chin. One more breath here. Exhale, push your head forwards. Right hand to the floor, spin to the left. Feel free to stay in your spin or take the stretch a bit deeper, finding the foot. Pull the heel in. Now push the foot into the hand, open up through your chest. You know what's coming, slowly release. Frame your left foot, send your hips back. Straighten your left leg, make yourself comfy if you need to move this right knee further back. Inhale, exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Make sure your fingertips are below your shoulders, not somewhere far away or far behind you. As you exhale, try to lift this left leg up and lower. Breathe in and lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. Beautiful. Bend through your left knee. We're going to come straight up into our goddess. So lifting into lunge and start to face the right. Open out through your feet. Find behind your head. Inhale. Exhale, lean to one knee. Doesn't matter which. Stay. Stay long. Maybe stretch your arms overhead once again like you're taking a crown off. And then lift back up. Go to the other side. Stay. Offer your crown. And lift back up. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes forwards. Hold your elbows. Inhale. Make sure you're lifting your kneecaps up so your legs are really strong here. Exhale, begin to start your circle. It can be a really small circle. Or challenge yourself to go long, to go far. Take your time to lift. Breathing in, reverse. See if you can close your eyes. Notice what's going on each step of the way. What muscles kind of are being recruited at each angle. Inhale to lift. Exhale, turn to face the front of the mat. Square off. Find your hips. Lean forwards. Separate your left toes so they're even wider so you have more surface area. Slowly pour the weight into your left leg and begin to lift this right leg higher and higher. Point your back right toes to the floor so they're not opening out. You've got your inner thighs squeezing in, and then see if you can straighten both your legs and feel length through your lumbar spine, the back of your neck. Everything's a beautiful long line. One more breath here. Maybe you reach your crown overhead. Beautiful. Feel through your fingertips going straight through that right foot. For 3, 2, and 1. Soften your left knee, step front, and fold. Bring some movement to your hips, your head. And then slowly we're going to sit all the way down. Find your bum on the floor. Take a moment just to sit upright. So if you remember, we did Kapalabhati breath a few days ago. And that was a forceful exhalation, passive inhalation. See if you can try it out here just to remember. So every time you exhale, your belly kind of has this movement, tapping the spine, right? It works really well with core exercises where we're pulsing, out of your nose. So let's try it out. Step your feet flat. Find boat pose. Lift your legs up. Squeeze your knees together. Find your balance. Tall, long spine. Inhale. Feel free to do it from here, pulsing maybe towards your knees. Or take it low to your Ardha Navasana, stretching your legs, coming to the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, squeezing everything in. And we're going to do this for about 30 seconds. Kapalabhati breath. Inhale and begin. Little pulses wherever you are, lifting up with your chest. Active exhalation every time you pulse up. Feel your fingers driving forwards. Just 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Slow, slow, slow. Once you hit the floor, take a big, big breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Step your feet on the floor. If you wish to, you can send your hips straight up. Take another of those breaths. Big, big breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Reach your arms up, overhead. One last big breath in with me here. Inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. And then slowly roll your spine down. If you'd like to take any twist at all, you can take a twist, one direction and the other. Your knees can be stacked, your legs can be crossed, or just like you're sleeping on the bed, one leg might go across. So twist is just a great way to break things up. When we've got flexion and extension, let's slowly take your twist if you're twisting to the other side, whichever twist you prefer. We have different preferences. Take a long breath in. Let your breath clear out. And then slowly come back through center. Adjust your body so that you're in the center, and then stretch your legs wide. Wider than the mat, let your feet topple open. Bring your shoulder blades underneath you so they rest flat on the floor. And then bring your left hand to your belly and your right hand somewhere towards your chest, your heart, where it can rest peacefully without feeling like you have to hold up the elbow. Now feel your breathing like a wave. Notice what comes first. Your heart, your belly, what expands first. And then just like yesterday, experience your breath as it arises and it subsides like a wave. Always temporary, and yet always constant. Find the softness that you found in your child's pose. Like a full circle, we go from this rest into our work, and then we're able to dial it back down again. Take another inhalation here. And with so much love pouring through your fingers, slowly bring your knees up. Wrap your arms around your knees, give yourself a squeeze, and roll up into your seat. Bring your hands together at your heart. Take a moment, bow in. This is for you, not for me, not for anyone else, to give thanks. Thank you all for joining me.